Alrighty, hi guys. So today in the third episode of my online Shogun to Follow the Samurai series, I'll be showing you how to counter basically cannons and how to stop games from being ping pong matches in the large coin battles, because everyone's basically guaranteed to buy some type of cannon. As you guys might have seen, I bought Armstrong guns, I guess they're called, not cannons, but they're basically cannons. They're absolute beasts and they're very, very accurate. So it can get to be a ping pong match between the Armstrong guns in the large battles, because whoever wins that has basically dominance, because you can just clear out units before they even get to you. So that's a really, really important thing to do, just to clear out them. So today I'll be showing you how I do that. I'm not saying I'm some professional or anything like that, because I'm still learning with this game. I'm level 8 so far, but I'll show you that a bit after this battle. But the magic source of this episode is called the Yuga Kitai, I guess they're called, and they're very, very good with their guns. Who the hell is this? This is like their main leader. They have really, really good guns. They have a range of 150, so they're one of the most I don't know, they have the longest range out of most of the gun units. At least there's a couple of bow units that have the range of 150, but they're extremely weak against melee and cavalry, but they're extremely good and useful with their guns. So if you can keep a distance between the enemy, they're really good. So anyway, and they can spawn anywhere like ninjas, anywhere outside the deployment area except for like inside where the enemies are. But anyway, let's just play things as they are. And we selected the Yuga Kitai to be facing right up against the wooden cannons. The one advantage of the wooden cannons is that they don't have to limber up, or unlimber I should say. So they can fire straight away. The trajectory looks kind of weird. They just like shoot up. It looks really weird, but as you can see, the Yuga Kitai have a excellent range. He noticed what I did and he started bringing his cavalry, so he didn't want to bring up his gun units. I was rather interested in why, because he could just overpower him, but I guess I did have the range on him. But the most important thing for me was just to destroy the wooden cannons, and they disbanded right then. So anyway, by now, I selected all my Yuga Kitai and I told him to run back over here just to draw the Imperial Guard Cavs into the range of my Armstrong guns. So I started to limber them up, as you guys can see, and they were in about range right about now. I used the shrapnel shot, which got about 30 of the Imperial Guard Cavs, so it definitely damaged them quite a bit. The Yuga Kitai managed to get some shots off, but it wasn't really worth it, and they basically disbanded right away because they were facing against Cav. The Imperial Guard Cav have about 40 still people left, so they didn't do too bad. Anyway, let's just have a closer look at my force.
Unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
6 forces of Black Bear infantry, no veterans or anything. We have Yarikachi, who have, I think they were veteran ones, it says, but I think they're a bit higher. Then we have the General's Bodyguard. And then we have lots of cav that were hidden in the forest. We have Imperial Guard Cavalry, we've got Saber Cavalry, and 2 Yariki. So 3 Saber Cav, I think it was. 1, 2, 3 Saber Cav, and 2 Yariki, and 1 Imperial Guard Cav. Let's just look at the enemies as well. They have only 25 out of 60 now in their Imperial Guard Cav, so that was pretty simple. Just to get them and just damage them a little bit, and now they have no cannons. So basically I had the ball was in my court. Basically I just had to move these people, a couple people over here, just to capture that key building and over that key building, and then basically he would have to come to us. So because we had the Armstrong guns and they basically wasted very little ammo, we're going to win. So over here he has a couple of Black Tortoise forces, which are pretty piss poor, to be honest. Couple of 1 unit of infantry, French Marines, a couple of Imperial Guards. Actually, how many Imperial Guards? It's got 2 units of Imperial Guards and Shogutai, which are basically just melee units, but they're pretty decent against horses, like most melee units. He saw that I brought up my cavalry over here, and I soon dismounted them to capture this province. Key building, I should say, because you can't capture... What are these guys? Oh, these guys are the remaining Shogutai. Oh, Yuga Kati, I should say. There's still 17 of them. That's pretty cute. They're all running away. But yeah, I think there is actually a perk that you can use to get Cav to not have to dismount, and you can still capture key buildings, but unfortunately I don't have that. Also, I should mention that there is a rather sweet perk that you can buy that, well, not buy it, but in the command line or train of school of thought or whatever you want to call it, is that you can actually see where the enemy places his units during the placement time or whatever in these placement zone without having to have that little perk, which is like the ninja spy or whatever it's called. Just making things up off the top of my head. I can't really remember what it's called, but you don't actually have to buy that perk. You can just go through the skills menu. So we've basically almost captured that, and I tell my guys to come back and embark back onto the horses. I think that was just right then. They were screaming. There we go. And now he noticed that, so he brings up his Yari K units here. Actually had quite a few of them. I think it was 4. Seems like it's 4 of Yari K, so it looked like he had the upper hand. Although I had 2 Yari K, 2 Saber Cav, and 1 Imperial Guard Cav, which I put up here just so they had a range, so they wouldn't have to like team kill my own guys. I think I left a couple of guys up here. No, I didn't. Actually, that's right. I brought this Saber Cav over here because it didn't look like he was doing anything too much, because he brought his Cav over on this side. So, and I could always bring my infantry over here just to attack him on all angles, or most angles, so that would help me out. I saw his Imperial Guard Cav as well over here. I couldn't actually reach them with my Armstrong guns because they were hidden. Well, they hid themselves very soon, so I really couldn't attack them. And he noticed that I was coming up here, so I told my guys just to stay up around here. And then I noticed that he was bringing up his Yari K. Let's just fast forward things a little bit. Hopefully I'm not talking too much. I'm still learning how to do these type of gameplay commentaries. Something different other than COD, I guess you could say. Let's just speed things up a little bit because there's nothing happening now. What the hell is happening? I told my units to be coming up around here. There's basically a stalemate here. I wasn't really exactly sure what to do, but then I told my units just to draw him in, his Imperial Guard Cav, to draw him in with my Saber Cavalry, so then the Black Bear Infantry will be able to finish him off. So I did that for a little bit, just try to bring him in, line these guys up, and there we go. This was a really stupid move on his behalf, I have to say. Why did he tell him to dismount the Imperial Guard Cav? I have no idea, but he did manage to get quite a few of my Saber Cav, but I just used the shrapnel shot, and basically they were all gone. As soon as you use the cannons and you disembark on your horses, and you shoot a cannon in their direction, the horses get scared and they just run away. So that was an easy victory. It was pretty dumb on his behalf as well, and we won that. I told my guys, my cannons, just to stop firing, just so we wouldn't get any of my guys dead. As you guys can see, that guy went flying, although he disappeared. There's a guy up here. A fair few of my guys went flying, but we still managed to get out of there safely, and we only lost half of our units here as well. Told them to disembark off their horses, and then basically we were set. We only had to wait about 10 minutes after that to win the battle. So let's just speed things up. Now the ball was in his court to actually make a move. He started bringing up his cav over on this side, thinking he could outsmart me. So I saw that, countered that with bringing my Black Bear Infantry on this side, so I could attack him on this side and from this side over here as well. I was actually very surprised at the steep angles that the horses can actually take. They go down here. Seems like quite a steep angle, but they managed to do it without any losses. No horses tumble over or anything of that nature. And he was actually bringing him up over here. He actually was rather smart. He thought he could trick me and just bring these 3 units of Yari Key and attack my units over here, and then bring this unit all the way over here, trying to be very, very sneaky and attack me on my flank with my bodyguard and my cannons. So I saw that, and I brought my Imperial Guard Cav over. Let's start moving any moment now. There we go. They're moving. There we go. They're moving now. There's a massive battle over here, although he would win this because he had 3 Yari Key units. Thankfully, I had my Black Bear Infantry just to save the day. Just to shoot from all angles. They should start shooting any moment. There we go. Look at that. Start dropping off in units very, very soon. And my Imperial Guard Cav started shooting at their Yari key. And they did actually quite a bit of damage. They started backing out. I think if I were him, I would have got my Yari key and just told him to charge the Imperial Guard Cav. Because the Guard Cav, I don't think they're too good at melee. They're only good at shooting.
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
We had a couple of guys that were routing, but that didn't really stop us. We had the Black Bear infantry just providing us with cover fire, so that helped out a heck of a lot. Told my general and my Yari Kachi, which definitely helped out having them right here in this battle. I didn't really need them actually, to be honest, as you guys just saw. The general's bodyguard just got rid of him. Thankfully, we had the guns with the general, because if we didn't have that and we wasted all that on the bombardment, well, I guess not wasted, but used on the bombardment, then that would kind of suck. Over here, we only had one unit disband. All the horses are running around like lunatics. But then he only had one unit, so we did pretty good over here as well. He started to bring up his units, and I sort of missed that while I was actually playing, but the cannon was actually shooting at him, which was great. The shrapnel shot just went off. And we actually did pretty well. We could have spread out of units, our units, just a little bit better. I think I start doing that any moment now. So all of them can start shooting, so they get in lines of 2, not 3. And we get lots of them dead. Let's have a look at that. It's a pretty nice view. There we go, our guys start shooting, and look at that, they just mayhem. They start routing basically immediately. They're concerned right away. After we won this battle, I just told my Black Bear infantry to start moving up, start coming on their flank, and the horses to come up on their flank as well. As you can see, we missed this bit. The guard Yari Key would flank them. They saw that, so he started coming up over here, and I moved my Imperial Guard Cav a bit over here so we could actually shoot him from a distance. I actually did a pretty good job at this. As you guys can see, they had 150. Now they have half of that, and he brought up his Shogutai as melee units just to take on my Black Bear infantry. They did a pretty decent job. So I told, I think, these guys just to angle up a little bit. This is my Saber Cav. I forgot to tell them to mount their horses again, but unfortunately I forgot to do that, and I just told them to come up here and attack in melee style, which is kind of crazy, but who cares. A couple of just battles happening over here. We destroyed basically all of his Imperial Cav or whatever they were over here, and his French Marines started attacking me. Although they weren't shooting at me, which was kind of strange, so I guess he wanted to melee attack, so I just ran away in the nick of time, and they started shooting at me. Thankfully I got away just in time. I wonder if the smoke actually does affect them in game, or if it's just like me and like if you're a human player. But basically this was a easy win. I got these Black Bear infantry. I got basically all my units just to kill the Shogutai. They were my biggest threat. These guys were actually doing pretty decent. 107 of them versus 112 Imperial Guard Cap, but we're shooting him from both sides. Cannons flying everywhere, and he's got his infantry, marine infantry, flying around. I can't really see his general. We must have gotten him through some cannon shots, I guess you could say. And we have our Black Bear infantry, which helped out with the horses. It's a full unit, none of them hurt, and they provided cover fire as well. And it was basically a done deal after this. All we have to do is speed things up, and there we go. And battle. He didn't actually quit. I think they just routed, and we won the game. So that was it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I'll just quickly show you the menu screen. Alrighty, so these are the stats. We lost 766. He lost 1154 people. So it was okay. We could have done better, but I just wanted to show you basically how to conquer or defeat a ping pong match type of game. Basically, if you have a large battle, I always bay the Yuga Kitai, I think they're called, if I can actually remember correctly, but they destroy anything like cannons very, very simply, and they have a good range as well. So that's just how you can defeat cannons right from the get-go. This is the menu. As you can see, I'm level 8. I've definitely gone quite fast since my last episode. Just show you the skills tree. We have the increased army morale and stand and fight ability, which both seem pretty cool. We are rather close to unlocking the bombardment you need to be full level 10 to unlock that, so we're getting there. But apart from that, I'll just show you the conquest map. I've only got 2 more provinces to conquer, and that's it. So anyway guys, hopefully you have enjoyed. We've got this province and this province, so tell me if you want to see more. I think most of you guys that do watch this really do enjoy it, so thanks for watching, and come back for the episode 4 of my online battles of Fall of the Samurai.